Hey there, Grant Wooldridge here at the Wooldridge Boats Factory in Seattle, Washington. We're actually out in the shop right now. Going to give you a little look at, walk through, quick glimpse of a 24-foot Super Sport Offshore. Has 34-inch sides, has our cuddy option with a little windshield, removable hardtop canvas. So this is a unique one. It heads out, go home to its customer today, so thought we'd give you a little glimpse of it. So got the nice high bow rail option on this boat. He's got a Bruce style anchor up on the front. Lots of rope and chain storage, plenty up there. The rails are open in the middle so you can kind of pass through there. He's got nice locking, sliding, opening screened windows down in the cuddy, and we'll take a closer look at that from the inside of the boat. Two-piece windshield above, wipers on both pieces of glass. He's got a little bit of extended hardtop. Usually we just cover the front two seats, driver and passenger, but we can do anything obviously. And so this one's extended to have more seating, cover at least 4 people seating or more. So again, the top is removable, 8 bolts, the whole thing comes off. He's got a little radar arch up above on the top. He's got some antennas, your GPS antenna, VHF antenna, AM/FM antenna, and a spot to mount his radome in the future. So when we do any of our higher sided boats, they all come standard with the side rub channel welded all the way down the side. This is on an easy loader, galvanized tandem axle trailer. This is a 5200, has disc brakes on both axles, LED lights, oil bath bearings. He has a spare up on the front and a swing tongue. There's a couple of the options he wanted to add. Well, let's take a closer look at the inside and around the back, and just so you can get a good glimpse. Well, here we are at the transom. You can see our full width offshore bracket. This is standard on all of our Super Sport offshore hulls, pilot houses, any of the Super Sport series. There's many ways to do it. You can do a bottom pod extension or the standard bracket, which this has. There's no right or wrong. There's pros and cons to each. We can talk about that later. But my standard offshore bracket is full width, place to mount the kicker on either side. This guy is going to add a kicker to it on his own. There's a bottom pod underneath. There's a displacement box. So when we come off of step, when we're trolling, mooching, not up on plane, this box is pushed below the surface of the water. Gives a little bit of buoyancy and lift for the added weight of the engines on the back. So that's neat. Got a grab rail here because he has a folding ladder, nice powder coated ladder. So whether we're swimming, need to get back in the boat, or sitting on the trailer like this at home, we're getting in and out. This is much easier than hoofing it over the side of the boat. Underneath you can see, well, you might not be able to see, but there's standard welded tabs there to attach trim tabs to if a guy wants in the future. This customer did not choose to have trim tabs right now, which is fine. The boat works really good, plenty good without it. They're not necessary. They're an added treat if you get them. There's a transducer bracket down in the center. You can see there's 2 transducers. This boat has a nice Garmin system, a 741 XS screen, and he's got a Garmin VHF radio, but he's got 2 transducers. One of them's a down view and one of them's a side view. So more and more popular now, guys having the side view or the structure scan so they can see what's out next to them. So let's, boat comes standard, 5 welded cleats all the way around. Got our nice generous walk around on the sides with the non-skid. We've got welded downrigger brackets all the way around. So let's go climb inside and take a peek at what we got there. All right, well here we are aboard. You can see there's tons of room in this. Walk all the way up to our rear curtain there. And again, this guy extended his hardtop a few feet to add room for some more seats behind the driver and passenger suspension seats, but lots of fishing room. Plenty of room here for a few guys. Got full length railing, that is standard. Downrigger brackets welded on each side standard. There's cleats around. Can't see it on that side, but on the other side of the boat, he's got a net holder on his down post of his hardtop, which comes in handy. Our full width offshore box here on the offshore bracket comes, when we do an offshore boat with an offshore bracket, it's standard with a 50-gallon transom sink on any of those boats. So it's got drain plugs in the bottom. You can plug those holes. It's got overflows in the top. He's got his wash down spigot inside of here. That spigot can go numerous places. His is right here. You could fill that up with water if we're trying to keep some crab fresh, or many different uses, storing fenders, rope, buoys, stuff like that. What's nice about the 2-piece lid, and this is seaboard, so you can USDA approved for cutting food on. We're cutting and putting our stuff down inside. It makes it handy. So it's got his wash down pump switch over here in the corner. Full length rod lockers, which you see on many of our boats. So you don't have to break down even your longest rods. They run all the way up, okay? So you can store your rods in there. Well, there's his wash down hose right there. He's got some rod holders inside. Where our rod holders work too, or our rod lockers, We've got a gutter here and a gasket. So when we go and we shut these are compression latches, so it snugs it even tighter. So after we're done, we're hosing down the boat. If we're using our raw water wash down and we're in the salt, we're hosing things down. We're not running salt down into our rod storage area. On this boat, usually we don't do a lot with under the floor, but this guy wanted to utilize any bit of extra underfloor room that there was, and there is a little bit. So we put two fish boxes underneath the floor in this boat. There plenty of room for a few good salmon, a 30-40 pound halibut, or even a little bit bigger, but there's plenty of room in there. Makes it real nice to have some fish down underneath the floor of the boat besides our big one here, or if you got a cooler along. These boxes drain two different ways, one by a drain plug, pull the drain plug and out the water will drain, or they also, if you have that drain plugged, you have a whale diaphragm pump which can pump it all out the side as well. So that's a couple of the features that he has here. He has the basic transom curtain across the back with a toe kick, so that just cleans it up, covers up our bilge, our batteries, gas water separator, wash down pump, access down below into the displacement box. So that's the fishing area. Let's take a look up front. All right, well, here we are. You can see I'm at the back of the removable hardtop. Again, I'm 6'2", pushing 6'3". I got plenty of room in here. There's about 8 inches extra room, so it's plenty of height. This hardtop is removable. 8 bolts take it off, but most people never will. On a nice sunny day, you may take off the cruise curtain and the side curtains. Still have some sun protection on top, but have a nice breeze blowing through if you want to do that. This guy brought the top back just a little bit longer than a standard top, which would be right at the back of these seats, which would have a ton more fishing room. But on the other hand, he's got coverage here for extra seats that he's going to add later and for extra people to stay out of the weather. So that's handy. He's got LED dome lights inside, which is standard. Couple Bentley's Mariner mechanical suspension seats on each side, which are real nice. They're on top of locking storage boxes there. So you got all sorts of adjustments from different height and slide and ride and everything else. So up in the front is the access to the cuddy. He's got a nice lockable bifold door. So you shut that dude up and you can have privacy for the porta potty, which is down inside, which is standard. Or if we're going to sleep in there, we got to the fishing grounds or late the night before, we're going to sleep inside the boat and be ready before dawn. That's a nice spot to sleep. A couple people my size could sleep in there. Also, if we're locking away our downriggers or other equipment when we're staying at a motel or at a restaurant, that's also a nice feature to have. We've got our places to lock our rods up, as you've seen in our rod locker doors, but you can lock a few more things up, and that's one of the big benefits of having a locking door on the cuddy. So, well, we'll take a closer look up at the helm area. All right, well, here we are inside underneath the removable hardtop. You can see he's got plenty of room here. He's going to put some bench seats, some other stuff of his choice. He's got the LED lights in here. This whole top is removable, 8 bolts. The whole thing comes off if you want it to. Most people probably never would. On a nice sunny day, you're going to take the canvas off the side and the backs if you want to have some air coming through. Just nice breeze. So what he's got here right now is the 2 Bentley's Mariner suspension seats on lifted boxes that have storage underneath them. So these are the mechanical suspension seats, real nice. So got that footrest up in the front. You can slide these forward and back, get different height adjustments wherever you want to be perfectly. You can adjust the backrest of the arm. So sitting here at the helm, of course all hydraulic steering. I've got my tack, my fuel gauge, lots of switches to control different things. He wanted his VHF and Garmin 7741 XS right here. So we got our charts, we've got depth, we've got different data that we can look at, which is always handy. There's 2 transducers on the back. We have the down view and the side view. So you've got structure scan out to the side and down view. So Garmin VHF 200 and EMA 2000 compatible. So these are all linked together in case of emergency. You hit the distress button, it's going to send the latitude, longitude of the GPS because it's connected. He's got a radar arch up above that he will eventually put a radar on. Double windshield wipers. Again, my visibility is just fantastic from here. And you just feel really just in an awesome position when driving this boat. Controls are right here. He's got the cuddy down below with the locking bifold door. So again, if we want privacy, if we have the porta potty down below, or you're going to sleep for the night, you got up to the fishing grounds or late the night before, you're going to sleep up inside of there, or it's just a matter of locking away our downriggers and equipment when we're staying at the hotel or at a restaurant to eat. So that's what's very handy about having the locking door. Well, got his grab rail here because you know all your buddies will be standing right here. They're not going to be sitting in their seats. They're going to want to stand and talk to you and tell you the best way to drive your boat. So that's a handle for them. So let's check out what's down below, okay? All right, well, here we are inside the cuddy. You can see there's lots of room. I got plenty of headroom sitting here. This porta potty is down below. That's standard on any offshore cuddy boat. Got the sliding screened locking windows here. All cuddies are built to add our gull-wing door in the future if a guy wants. He did not have it at this time, but he can put it in there if he wants to at some point. We've got an LED dome light in here. This is just the basic package inside. It's got the full carpet. It's got light foam then covered by carpet inside. So you could sure sleep in here or lay down a bedroll and be plenty fine. You could do the optional much thicker sleeping cushions if you wanted. As far as sleeping in here, we put our little floor piece down. I'm 6'2". I got plenty of room, so in many different ways. So there's lots of ways to lay down inside of here. I got plenty of room to do it so for a couple of us. So that's a quick glimpse into the cuddy. It's real nice. It's better than not having one at times.